This past weekend, the latest film by Joseph Kosinski, director of Top Gun Maverick, released into theaters. It's called F1. I had a chance to see it this weekend. Now, again, my throat's a little sore still. If you don't like the way it sounds in this video, you can just not watch the video. I apologize. But just throwing that out there. I was very much looking forward to F1. I thought the trailers were good. I really liked Top Gun Maverick. Joseph Kosinski knows how to make people and fast things look great. So I was really looking forward to this movie. Did it surprise me? Did it disappoint me? I'll tell you here in this video. Before I get started, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what is your opinions on F1. If you haven't seen it, what are your opinions on Top Gun Maverick, and what are your expectations for F1? And with that said, this is a really complicated movie for me. The first half of this movie is really good, full-on invested, great characters, great everything. Second half of the movie, there came this thought into my head: what makes this movie better than most summer blockbusters? What is making this not just be another generic blockbuster? And I kind of left the movie saying, yeah, that was kind of a typical blockbuster. Still good, it's still getting a positive score from me, but I left the movie feeling like, I don't know, if that thought didn't creep into my head, I probably would have loved it. But it did creep into my head, and it got more generic the more the movie went along. Positives here, there are quite a few of them. The cast here is great. Brad Pitt, a lot of people are saying he phoned in his performance. I didn't see that at all. I love Brad Pitt. Thought he was really good in here. The rest of the cast is great as well. Big standout for me is Javier Bardem. I love Javier Bardem, and he was actually really good in this movie. The relationship between Brad Pitt and his other racer, his other teammate, I thought was a fantastic relationship. I think they had some of the best scenes in the movie, just some of the best dialogue in the movie. The romantic relationship between Brad Pitt and this girl, I couldn't really care about, and those were the scenes where I started to be like, okay, this is kind of just typical. But it was fine enough. So I like the cast, I like the characters. The biggest positive here, hands down, the racing sequences. I mean, you know that Joseph Kosinski knows how to direct people in very fast vehicles, and that's what he does here. And from the very first racing sequence with fireworks, we got sexy locations, sexy fireworks, sexy guys, and sexy cars. What more do you want from this movie? And they're really good. I mean, obviously, there's certain shots in here that just kind of take you to another level. Joseph Kosinski knows how to direct this, and he directs it pretty much perfectly. So, can't really complain there at all that for a racing movie, he delivers the racing sequences. The story's also fun. It's a fun story. It's adaptable. Like I said, it is a big summer blockbuster. So quite obviously, you're going to get the summer blockbuster stuff, and it's entertaining. That's what the movie wants to do, is bring you to the theater and keep you entertained. And the movie does that pretty well. There was never a moment where I said, I'm bored, this is boring. There was a moment, well, there was a couple moments that kind of made me lose interest, but I was invested the entire movie. But like I said, when that thought creeped into my head, what makes this more than just a typical summer blockbuster? It made me think, this really isn't nothing special. It's kind of disappointing because that first half was really good. Really good characters, really good arcs, setting it up. But the more we go on in the movie, the more I was just like, this is just like a normal blockbuster. What's so special about this movie? I don't know. So the movie was like 4.5 stars the first half. The more I watched it, the more it went down. 3.5 stars. I eventually gave it 3 stars on Letterboxd. I don't know if I rewatched the movie. I'll just tell myself, Zach, you're an idiot. That was, I don't know what you were doing. But I don't know. Because that's just the thought that went in my head. And I left the theater like, okay, yeah, that was entertaining, but it could have been special. It could have been one of those special movies. Also, I feel like the film runs a little long. They try to do something with a plot line, with a character arc near the third act of the movie that I feel just so far out of left field that it wouldn't make sense to do at all because, number one, we did that with a different character earlier in the movie, and then we tried to do it again later in the movie, so a little confusing there. There's a villain here in the end of the movie that some people are saying is cartoonish. I actually liked what he was doing. I actually liked that motive there. The character arcs go full circle. You know, you have the arc for Brad Pitt, you have the arc for the other racer, and it goes full circle. But I just didn't feel like it was anything special. I felt like I should have loved this movie. I just left it saying, yeah, it was a good time. It was good. little bit disappointing in that aspect, especially because it's from the director of Top Gun Maverick. So I did like this movie. I've been kind of negative on it, but I did like a lot of things of this movie. I feel like I should have loved it, though, and I don't know if it takes another viewing later at home to say, oh yeah, that was actually really good, just because the fact that it's just a typical blockbuster. Before I give you my score, please make sure to subscribe, like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what are your opinions on F1 the movie, and if you haven't seen it, what are your opinions on Top Gun Maverick, and what are your expectations for F1 the movie? Jurassic World Week is coming. I got ranking, I got reviews. It's going to be awesome. Also, Megan 2.0. F1 was a good movie. It had great racing sequences. Never really a moment where I was bored, maybe like one or two sequences. But overall, it's a movie that does it right. But I feel like it could have been a special movie and never hit that special mark. So, for me, I'm going to have to give F1 a B. Thank you guys for clicking on this review, and with that said, subscribe.